Is purpose in life something that you find, or is it something that you create? Well, the short answer may be a little confusing because the answer is both. So let me give you the long answer just to explain that a little more. Hopefully it's not as confusing. Your life purpose, the reason you're alive, the reason you're on this earth, the reason that you're breathing, the purpose you're here for is both something that you find and something that you create. So let me break down both of those. How do you find your purpose? So it starts with getting to know yourself. It starts with understanding yourself. It starts with understanding how you're wired. It starts with understanding your gifts in life, understanding your interests in life, understanding what you gravitate towards. These are things that you were born with. You can develop things, but there's just certain things that you're going to like, be good at, and gravitate towards, and then there's certain other things that you're just not going to. Think about it. When you're born, you don't know anything, right? So eventually you have to discover all these things. Just because you don't know about it from the time you're born, like you don't know anything, doesn't mean it's not in you already. Okay, so people can become a product of their environment, but when you run into something in life, you're gonna gravitate towards it or you're not. And that's just something that's inside of you. That's not something you can control. So finding is can also be said as like discovering. When you find something, you've discovered it, you've revealed it. Okay, so when you grow up, when you develop, when you mature, you come across things in life that you like or you dislike. Why? That's just because of who you are, what you've experienced. All those things shape you and make you. But really at the core of it, you really don't create that. You find that within yourself. Now, that's part of finding your purpose, is understanding the things that have been put inside of you, the things that have been placed inside of you. The things that make you who you are, that you really you didn't pick those things picked you, you know? It's how your brain works. If you're analytical, emotional, and artistic, maybe you're good with numbers, maybe you're an engineer, you like to build, maybe you like to write. These are just things that you discover in life and you gravitate towards them and you continue to develop them. But those are things that you stumbled across, you found and revealed about yourself. Okay, so that is part of your purpose. That makes you who you are, and those things have been placed in you as a gift from your creator for you to now go and re-gift that to the world. Your creator, which is the source of all, has given you something to now go and be the resource to others. Get it? That's you developing, understanding that you have these gifts, and then you develop these gifts, you develop these skills. So that's part of your purpose that you find. Now, when you find those things, then you can go and create the way you want to give those gifts. Okay, so like first is finding out, what are my gifts? What are those things that I naturally gravitate towards? I'm naturally supposed to do these things. My life is pointing me this way. I like to be a photographer. I like to take photos, or, I like to play with cameras, or I like to design clothes, or I like to add and subtract. I like to organize. I like to read. I like to write. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is. I like to ride motorcycles or something like that. These people have all of these things in their life that they gravitate towards. These things in their life that they enjoy, these things in their life that they're naturally good at and they naturally love to do. They could do it without, it's where they find their peace, So now that once you know those things, you can take those things and now look at the world and say, okay, what does the world need? What does the world offer? And where are the gaps where I can use these things I've revealed about myself to now serve other people? And then that's where you start to create your purpose as well. But also not just figuring out how you want to give your gifts away, but also to figure out how you want to live, what kind of lifestyle that you want to create with the gifts that you have discovered about yourself, uncovered, revealed about yourself. So you find and then you create. So it is both. And that's what makes it a little complicated, is like people think you just live your life and be happy and you find purpose in whatever you find purpose in. And that's like, it's not necessarily like that, but it's also not just you have this one set purpose and you can only do this and that's all you can do and you're limited and all that stuff. It's not that either. So the God who created us, the one true God, like he's more dynamic than that. he understands you more than you understand yourself. I mean, look at it this way. Most people's gifts, their raw talents and abilities that have been placed inside of them, they can be used for many things, right? So if you're a writer, let's just say that as for example, you can write books, okay, but you could write articles, okay, but you could write poetry, but you could write blog or something like that. How many things can you write? You know what I mean? Your skill, your gift is writing, but now you can go decide based on all these other factors about you and your life, how you want to write. But your gift is writing. And so it's flexible, but that's something you discover about yourself, but then that's something you take and develop in the way you want to develop it and create. Maybe you're a mechanic, right? You want to live in your purpose. So you've uncovered that you're a mechanic, but now you have to go and decide, do I want to be a diesel mechanic? Do I want to be a mechanic for heavy machinery? You know what I mean? Or something like that, or just cars or only motorcycles or something like that. Whatever it is that you gravitate towards, whatever you're interested in, wherever your life points you, whatever you want to learn about. And you would go create that and maybe create a business from that. That's, you found something and you created something, and that's put together for your purpose. So it is both, and I hope that makes it a little clearer that it's, you know, you don't gotta put yourself in this little box, because that stunted me in finding my own purpose for the longest time. I thought it was, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do that? I was always a creative. That's my gift, and I'm creative in multiple ways, but I thought I had to pick one, and I was just like racking my brain trying to figure out which one to pick. I wanted to do them all, but one day God showed me you can do all of these. You don't put yourself in these boxes like the world tries to put you in a box. Like when you go to college, you got to pick a major. You just got to pick one thing, you know? And if you know one thing that you want to do, then go do that. But like, we're human beings. We're not always that simple. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, find out about yourself. You find out what skills, abilities, interests you have naturally. And then you go and create the way that you want to give those gifts away to the world, right? The purpose of life is to figure out what your gifts are. The meaning of life is to go and give those gifts away to other people. That's what creates meaning, because when you have purpose, it creates a reason that you're alive. It creates a reason you wake up. You wake up with a purpose. You wake up with intention. You know, you wake up with just a reason that you are doing what you're doing, and it's not just for money. You know, it's something that's fulfilling. That's what really brings fulfillment in life, is because you wake up with a drive to go and serve and do the thing that you love, and you help other people. When you do what you love and you help other people at the same time and you get paid for it, you're fulfilled. There's no way you're not fulfilled. That's the formula for fulfillment. And when you know, especially, you know you're a creator, and you know not only your overarching purpose as a human being, but you know your underlying purpose as a unique individual human being, which is your unique purpose, you're really fulfilled, because now you not only have the spiritual, but you got the financial and you got the physical, and you're helping other people as well. So that's really the formula for a fulfilling life, is to live in your purpose. God made it that way. It's designed that way. And the only way that doesn't happen is all these other distractions that the world brings. So money, that's usually it. Or like how the school system gets you thinking, well, you got to just do this, put you in a box, and then send you off to college, pick one major, that you got to do that for the rest of your life. Like, man, you know, so I'm glad people are waking up to that, man, college really isn't it all the time. And you don't have to do one thing for the rest of your life. You can just do whatever you want. You can make something. The internet is giving up people the ability to like get out of the box in their head. So, and that's it. Yeah. You figure out what your gifts are, and then you go figure out how you want to give them and what kind of lifestyle that you want to create. And then you bridge the gap between skills and gifts, what I want to achieve in my life, and how I want to do it. And then you create the bridge, which is how you monetize that thing and how you create a lifestyle for you to now keep doing that thing, but also earn money and serve people. And that's the secret formula. So that's the long answer. You find your gifts, you find your purpose, and then you create your purpose. So I hope that helps. And if you have any more questions, you can leave a comment here, or you can find me on Instagram at ideal_purpose coach. I have a 2-month program that I put people through. There's going to be a link in the description for the first step, which is a free resource. And it shows you what your gifts are. It helps you uncover what your gifts are first. That's the first step. And then the next step is, what kind of lifestyle do I want to achieve achieve with these gifts and skills and abilities that I have, the things that I love to do, the things that make me the happiest, the things I would do for free for the rest of my life every day. And I have a free resource. You can just click the link and go to that. You just put in your email and then it'll send right to your email. But the 2-month course I have is to help you not only put together your answers of what your gifts are and the answers of what kind of lifestyle you want to live, but also to bridge the gap and monetize those two so you can create a lifestyle for yourself, a truly fulfilling lifestyle where you're not only doing what you love, you're helping people and you're getting paid for it. So if you're interested in that, there's a link that leads you to all that in the bottom, and hope this helps. God bless you.